Good morning from Malaysia, Langkawi to be specific. We arrived here yesterday afternoon. It was, good morning, quite an intense travel day by our own making. We only had to travel for a couple hours, but we were asleep for probably an hour and a half the night before, out for our last night in Colipe.
I sipped on a sea urchin.
Like I'm just getting by, I'm just surviving. So it was a tired, sleepy struggle bus travel day a little bit, but we made it. We're staying at this lovely villa here on Langkawi. It's just outside of like the main little town area, so it's super cool at night. It gets really dark, really peaceful, but this morning there's cats roaming around, there's roosters. Feels like we're out of the like city a little bit, which is really peaceful and nice. And today we're actually getting ready. We are gonna be going to a really cool viewpoint that's like an extended bridge. And then also onto, I think, a hike or a walk that has some really cool waterfalls. We didn't learn our lesson about the hike last time, so we're going for another hike. And we actually are only here for 2 days as of now, unless we extend. So we used ChatGPT to give us the perfect 2-day itinerary for here in Langkawi. What we need to do, where we need to eat, what we need to see while we're here. And these 2 activities today are what it suggested to us for day 1. So we're gonna see if we can put our trust in ChatGPT for trip planning and see if these things are worth going to, as suggested by ChatGPT. He's excited too. And if it's really good, then we'll probably use the itinerary for tomorrow too. Let's go. Everyone is just getting ready. I'm having my coffee. And then we're gonna head out. Hi, Baba. We rented some scooters last night. We're ready to ride. Beautiful drive in. So we just filled up the scooters with gas and I was thinking I'm gonna just put a few dollars, see how much it fills up. We'll go from there. We only have them for 2 days. And then I put like less than 4 Canadian dollars in. It was full. I was like, oh, we love to see that. Super cheap. And yeah, I was excited by that. We have just arrived at the Langkawi skybridge and cable car. Turns out this place is kind of like Disney World in Malaysia. It's so cool. There's like lots of stuff. There's a 3D cinema. There's a skybridge, which is the longest curved bridge in the world. There's a cable car up in the mountains. Lots of food places. Lots of cool shops. And we're gonna take the skybridge today. I think we have to take the cable car up to it. But first, we're gonna do that and then walk on the longest curved bridge in the whole world. We're having a little quick bite at pizza and coffee, and they even have a theme song. Listen. Pizza and coffee. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, new keychain unlocked.
He's been looking for a scooter keychain for 3 countries now. So when we found it, we said, and it's matching. Wow.
It's super matching. The collection is looking stunned. Wow, what an addition. Oh, Eight smack like. Literally my 2 favorite things.
Okay, so we're here. This is like the biggest thing to do in this city. It was kind of expensive, probably the most expensive thing to do in Asia. Was I think
Our ticket was about 30 Canadian dollars.
Yeah. So let's see.
For locals and for us. Strap in.
Not a little bit, I mean like you're going up.
It's
like,
a far one, yeah.
Yeah, and it's quite steep at the top. Sorry, not that one.
we're headed next. So this is the glass floor we're about to go out on. And it's 5 layers. They've even broken one of the layers to show that if it's broken, it will still withstand. Have you ever wanted a Sky Smart Hawaiian pizza? Or Sky Smart classic burger? They got it here at the Eagle's Nest.
You know what? This one is there. Replace.
We are jumping back on the skycab to go over to the skybridge. Another sky thingy, Sky Mart. We're on our way to the skybridge now, and I just learned that this park sits on the Malaysia Mountains, which is one of the oldest rock formations in Southeast Asia, and it's the only one in Southeast Asia that's made with sandstone, which is really cool. So this is the Sky Bridge. It is the longest curved bridge with a single pylon in the whole world. It was built in 2004. It's located here in the Chang Mountains, which are really important for the foundation of Malaysia, the history of the country, because it's where it was birthed. The clouds, look at that. This is literally where we came from. Felipe, Koanang, and now here in Malaysia. So this site is around 550 million years old, and they have really cool fossils and things, like these rocks that have a wave pattern on them that was caused by the waves washing against it, and the rock slowly wearing away. So that was a pretty unique experience. We were talking at the beginning how it was a little bit pricey, around 30 Canadian, which is
one of the most expensive things
we've done in Europe. In Asia, oh my god. Not in Europe. There were some expensive places in Europe, but in Asia for sure. But honestly, after doing all 4 of the sections, it was worth it.
We were there for quite a few hours.
Yeah, we were there for a few hours. You got to see a lot, and a lot was included. You got to do the bridge. You got to get up and down, which was like part of the experience. There was lots of different platforms on different sides of the mountains. The little nature hike, which ended up being like a steep climb. But yeah, it was worth it, I would say.
And it was cool, like, information, and it was like a really good thing to do your very first day, your first thing to do, because you got to like see the island and kind of like learn a bit of like why this island is significant.
Yeah, and significant to Malaysia too, which was super cool.
Did you explain that already?
Yeah. Really important for the foundation of Malaysia, the history of the country, because it's where it was birthed.
Okay, great.
Now we're gonna go on to a waterfall nearby, which is about a 10-minute hike up to the waterfall.
And I think it's like a little bit like a water park.
Oh, we're going the wrong way. Oh, a water park.
So I think it's like a natural water park. Like there's a little bit of a thing, but I think there's lots of swimming and stuff like that.
Okay, fun. So we're gonna go for the waterfall and for the dip and for the hike.
And the hike. I'm gonna eat my Doritos on the hike.
Wow. Talaga Tujuh, or 7 wells, is a geological marvel. The waterfall is so named because its cascading waters is broken by a series of 7 natural pools. The lush green forest that surrounds the waterfall adds a mystical touch to the natural splendor. Legend has it that fairies used to come down to this waterfall to bathe and frolic. I love how they have Malaysian price, non-Malaysian price. One waterfall down, that was super beautiful. Mine is Chris almost sliding down and breaking himself, but he was able to catch himself at the bottom. And we decided to go to one more waterfall. It's like a bridge and a waterfall. But this is shaping up to be more stairs than I think we expected. But it will be worth it if it's anything like the last one. Whose idea was the second waterfall?
Someone else's.
Your! Roll the footage back when MacKenzie said, I think we should go to one more waterfall. It's very close. Whee! Oh my god! Whee!
But too big.
Oh my god! Whee! Hello, it's Jonathan for 4. This one. Okay. Terima kasih. Waterfalls were amazing. It was so cool to slide down. Now we're gonna head back to our scooters.
It was so fun. It was so fun. It was so worth the money. But it was an extremely tough hike to the second part. And even, it's like, you know, it's a steep stairs. When even going down, my legs were like shaking a little bit.
We come back to this. Look at very suspicious of the physics.
It's not even urban. We were in the forest.
It's a hike. And then also onto, I think, a hike or a walk that has pizza and coffee. Dun, dun, dun.
A real-time video of Chris reading for the first time.